The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Live from University School of Jackson in Jackson, Tennessee. BallGame Blitz Sports Network and Worthy Road Studios proudly present USJ Bruin Baseball. And this afternoon, it is the Bruins taking on Gibson County, the Pioneers undefeated in their first 6 games of the season. So it'll be an interesting challenge for both of these teams. We'll run down the starting lineups for you briefly. For Gibson County, leading off playing shortstop, Logan White. The pitcher, Bryce Simpson, also he hits for himself, and so he'll be in the second slot. He comes in with 1 victory on the season. Jonathan Forsythe, the catcher, bats third. In the cleanup spot, Noah Dabbs, the right fielder. Batting fifth and playing first base is Clayton Kroom. In the sixth slot is Cooper Milligan, the center fielder. Designated hitter Carter Kroom is batting seventh. Cole Lanham, the third baseman, is in the eighth spot, and batting ninth is Cooper Pierce. He is the left fielder. For the Bruins, you got in that lineup, of course, the Kilburn brothers, and they are a threat to do anything at any time. Nash is going to be the leadoff hitter, playing right field. Clinton Harden will be batting second, playing third base. Braden Jones, he's in the 3 spot. He's the second baseman. Noah Britt will be in the cleanup position. He's the designated hitter. Max the Athlete Kilburn will be at shortstop, batting fifth. Logan Foster, he'll be playing first base and batting sixth. In seventh is Harrison McLean, the left fielder, and the eighth hitter is Jake Martin. He's the catcher, and batting ninth is Wyatt Scott, the center fielder. And pitching for the Bruins this evening is Jeb Bush. Our temperature here at the Bruins Stadium is approximately 68 degrees. We've got a wind that is not going to be a huge factor. Frankly, we probably feel it more up here in the press box than they do out there on the field. The flag that is out over in right center field is almost dead still, but you feel just a little bit of it here in the place. We think that by the time this game, let's say if it's a 2-hour game, by the time we got to that point, probably we'll have a drop of about 8 degrees, be around 62. So we'll see how it all pans out, but it is a perfect night, and it's a good night to do this on a Thursday because we got rain expected in tomorrow afternoon. So it's a good one to get this one in this evening. And you've had pretty much today, it's been a sunny day most all the way across, partly cloudy, and you've got a little bit of hazy skies around us. But we should be getting this thing going relatively quickly. Players are still doing their warm-ups out on the field. The Bruin junior varsity won a 5-inning game right before this one, defeating Gibson County 4-2. And Bradley Stamper managed to get the side out with the bases loaded at the end of the game with a strikeout, and that was huge for the Bruins JV as they tacked on another victory. So I hope you're going to be with us throughout all the duration tonight. I'm looking forward to it after what was an outstanding basketball season for both the Bruins and the state champion Lady Bruins. What a finish it was to that season as they had what amounted to the last two, the semifinals and finals, as you would expect at that level of competition. It was absolutely spine-tingling as the Lady Bruins ended up with a 36-35 victory in the semifinals against Christian Academy of Knoxville, and then in the finale against Good Pasture, going to a third overtime that had all the blood pressures going sky high before they came away with a 70-58 victory and brought home the gold ball. And it was a wonderful day when they came home the following day and had a ton of fans that were here on campus, and I enjoyed being part of their homecoming that day, and as we went live on Facebook with it. But tonight we begin to shift gears and we go into spring sports this evening. It's not quite at a point because there's almost no humidity in the place tonight. It's not quite at the point that we're going to feel probably a month from now. Got some of the fans who have brought out blankets this evening because they anticipate it getting to be a little chillier, but I don't think it's going to be the kind that we have had sometimes in the middle part of March, where we were bundled up and had toboggan hats on, and we've seen that happen many, many times around here. So we are going to be getting this one started, I anticipate, probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So right now, why don't we take another break and visit with our sponsors, and as I always say, without them, we couldn't do it. And we are so proud to have all of these important businesses and products supporting Bruin baseball here on the Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz Sports Network. So right now, let's take a break, and we'll come back with the opening of tonight's game.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 Bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
And it is time to play ball. Steve Beverly with you live here from Bruin Stadium, and we are looking forward to a strong matchup tonight between the USJ Bruins and Gibson County's Pioneers. On the mound for the Bruins, Jeb Bush, and behind the plate, it'll be Jake Martin. And up first for Gibson County, the shortstop, Logan White, the pitcher, Bryce Simpson, and the catcher, Jonathan Forsyth. And if any of those get on in the cleanup spot, it'll be Noah Dabbs, the right fielder. But it's a perfect night for baseball. It's going to be just chilly enough that I think, and I am looking over to my right, my vantage point over here, and I do see some blankets that are being distributed amongst people here in our stands, which is not unusual here, as we have just hit the third day of spring. And as I mentioned, we've had some years here where we're calling games in mid-April, and we're bundled up if it's a night game. But looking forward to a great season of baseball telecast here on Worthy Road Studios, BallGame Blitz Sports Network. For those of you who are watching on the Bruin Network on the USJ website and Facebook page, it's going to be our pleasure to be with you all the way down the stretch this season with the USJ home games, and we look forward to seeing some of these talented players demonstrate as they did last year. We had some, even in games that did not go USJ's way, they went right down to the wire. We actually have a really good turnout here tonight for this one. And for a Thursday night in West Tennessee, we're about, I would say, probably 18 hours ahead of when rain is supposed to get into the forecast. It's only going to be one day. And at the plate, the shortstop, Logan White. He's a young guy that he can get on just about any way he chooses. The first pitch from Bush is low for a ball. And he rears back and fires and gets the second one down on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our crew tonight, On the main game camera is Christopher Reasons, and that one is fouled back for 1 ball and 2 strikes. And calling the shots is your ever-cool, ever-present director, Billy Bolin. And, of course, the executive producer of the BallGame Blitz Sports Network is Paul Schultze. So here comes the 1-2 pitch from Bush. And that one's outside. Tried to get him to go after one well outside of the plate. 2-2 the count. Just underway here from USJ. And he fires, and that one is going to be tap foul. Third baseman tried to make a quick jaunt over to get a hold of that one. And Bush goes to the wind and the pitch. And he got him looking on that one for strike 3. First strikeout of the game. So that has to do a huge amount for the confidence of any pitcher to be able to get one and get him looking at a called third strike for your leadoff hitter. And that brings up the pitcher, the counterpart of Bush, Bryce Simpson. And here's his first pitch, right down in there for strike 1. Simpson, the left-hander, and he can hit to all fields. That's outside, ball and a strike. The catcher, Jonathan Forsythe, will be next. Of course, USJ, a storied program, and he went after that one, so that's 1 ball and 2 strikes. State championships in 6 different years between 1999 and 2014. Here comes the 1-2. Little bit low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Bush gets ready for the 2-2. And that one is carved foul down the first base line. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just had a visit from athletic director Derek Pritchard here in the booth. And the wind and the 2-2. And that's going to go right back to the mound. Bush with it. Fires on to first. A little high, but he still was on the base ahead of the runner, and that's out number 2. So score that one 1-3. And here's the catcher, Jonathan Forsythe. Gibson County trying to go after its 7th consecutive victory on the young season. That's a fastball down low for a ball. All kinds of activities going on the USJ campus. A lot of arts events. That's a high fly ball that the right fielder's not even going to have to take but about 1 step and gets under it. And Nash Kilburn nails it for out number 3. So it was 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So we've completed a half inning. The Pioneers nothing, and the Bruins just now coming into bat.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
Me.
Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Bottom half of the first inning here at USJ, and the Bruins will send Nash Kilburn, the right fielder, Clinton Harden, the third baseman, and Braden Jones, the second baseman, up to the plate. And if any of them get on, then we'll see Noah Britt, the designated hitter. And taking a look at just what our weather update is right now. No rain expected tonight. Still supposed to be just this hazy, partly cloudy sky around us. And right now, 68 degrees. Now, I will tell you, this is something we were not expecting. There is some very light rain that is in the area. I'm just looking at the radar right now. It is to the south and the west of us, and perhaps it may fall apart. It doesn't look like it's anything heavy, but it says, and my update here says rain is possible around 7:15 tonight. That was not in the forecast, trust me. So let's hope those showers just go beyond us. And Bryce Simpson finishes his warm-up tosses, and here comes Nash Kilburn. He was a crackerjack leadoff hitter last year. And if his folks are not here, they're always watching us here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. Had the opportunity to get to know them last season. They're very proud of both Nash and Max, as I know all the rest of the family is that may be looking in on our telecast tonight. So Nash stands in, and here we go with the bottom of the first. And Simpson throws high for ball one. Remember, there is no pitch clock in high school baseball. And that one is down in there for strike one. Simpson gets his signal, and the line, that's going to be down in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nash has so many abilities, and he can hit anywhere in the lineup. And that one's outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. In our last game of the season last year, Nash smashed a grand slam in the 7th inning. This time he draws a walk, so he's the first man on base this evening. And that'll bring up third baseman Clinton Harden. Nash is always a threat to go down at first base. And you can see up in the upper portion of your screen some of the fans who have made it out this evening. That one way outside. They fire it over to first. Nash was decoying a bit. I don't think he was even thinking about taking off on the first pitch, unless somehow it had dashed away from the catcher. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Simpson. And down in the dirt once again, 2 balls and no strike. Early on here, showing a little bit of control difficulty. Clinton, another talented hitter on this USJ team. He plays shortstop as well as third base, where he is tonight at third. And that one sliced it, but it's going to go right to the right fielder. He went with that pitch, and it looked as though it might drop in the outfield, but it went right to, didn't even have to take a step, to Noah Dabbs. Here's Braden Jones, the second baseman. Got a man on first, one out. Fires back to first, and Nash, all he does is just get his uniform dirty. You can tell how much they respect him, though, because they know that if he sees the pitch that can give him a jump and they go back to him again, and unlike the changes in rules of Major League Baseball, there's no limit to how many times you can throw to first. And that one is high and outside. Ball and no strikes. And the shortstop comes in to just have a quick chat with Simpson. They're playing at double play depth. Nash Kilburn is very hard to double off unless it's a ball that just is hit right to in a one hopper. And now they may have him trapped. And they go high, and he's going to try to get it back to first base. I think they have got him. Got him in a rundown, and that is out number 2. Nash had a jump on them, but it did not fool the pitcher, and they fired over to the shortstop, and that was probably what the conversation was before that previous pitch. So bases cleared now, and Jones has his first pitch high. Ball and no strikes. Noah Britt would be next. Shakes off one signal, and now he's going to go for, and we got time called. Braden felt like he had taken a little bit too much time on the deliberation on that pitch. Fires a fastball that goes way off to the right, behind, almost to the screen. So it's a ball and a strike. 2 down here in the first inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. And he sliced him right down at about a quarter ways on the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As we've mentioned, we do appreciate all of our fine sponsors that you'll be seeing from time to time between innings for their support of USJ Baseball on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. And there's one that goes right to the second baseman. Hard hit ball, but it's a big out for out number 3. So for the Bruins, there were no runs on no hits. They did get a walk, but Nash Kilburn was caught stealing, and there were no errors and no one left on base. So we have completed an inning, and there's no score.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Campbell King Interiors, another of our fine sponsors right here on USJ Baseball. In fact, all of USJ Sports. Here's the right fielder, Noah Dabbs, for Gibson County. This guy's got a lot of power. He's deceptively strong. That one's inside and got him on the thigh, and so he's going down to first as a hit batsman. First base runner of the night for Gibson County. And so here comes the first baseman, Clayton Kroom. There's another Kroom that's 2 down in the lineup, and that is Carter Kroom, the designated hitter. And that one right down in there for strike one call. It's 3:20 to left and right field here at USJ. And quick throw to first just to keep him honest. Bush. He looks the runner, and that's a foul off behind the stands. No balls and 2 strikes. This is a big hitter to be able to get because Kroom is another one that has a lot of power. You can see it in his wrists. Inside. Ball and 2 strikes. Got a man on first. And that one's well outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get him to chase one, but he wasn't having any part of it. 2-2 to Kroom, and Dabbs down at first after being hit by a pitch. And here comes the second baseman in and having a little conversation, probably anticipating the possibility that Dabbs might try to steal on this one. You figure on a 2-2 count, he'll be moving with this pitch. And he was taking not a huge lead, but about a step and a half. And here we go, the wind and the pitch. Just a bit high, 3 balls and 2 strikes, so we've gone full. Cooper Milligan, the center fielder, will be next. And the lights have come on here at USJ Field, and he does take off for second, but he's not going to be credited with a stolen base because Kroom was hit on the arm. So 2 hit batsmen to begin the inning. And here's Milligan with nobody out and 2 on, and Jake Martin is coming out to talk to Jeb Bush, and you figure that the Bruins are going to be playing at double play depth in the infield to try to see if they can get 2, even if they were to give up the second base runner going to third. So here's Milligan, the center fielder. Nobody out, 2 on. Bush delivers, and there's a bunt. In fact, a very nice one. They fire on to first. They get him. No. They say his foot came off the bag, and so it is going to be bases loaded. Give him a bunt single. That is not what the Bruins wanted to see on that play. So here comes the designated hitter, Carter Kroom. He is a big guy. He's a left-hander. Bases loaded, nobody out. Fastball, and it's a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. No place to put Kroom. Cole Lanham, the third baseman, would be next. Runners taking marginal lead, and he went around on that one, a ball and a strike. That's frankly what Jeb Bush would love to be able to get as a strikeout here and then have his teammates go for the double play with the next hitter. He fires it, and he went around on it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He took a little bit off of that pitch. So here is a big one for him. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded, nobody out. And the pitch. And that's a hard hit ball that's going into right field for a base hit. 1 run is in and 2 runs are in, and the runner on first makes it all the way to third. So it's a 2-run single on a 2-strike pitch to Carter Kroom, and he brings in 2. So Dabbs and Clayton Kroom come in with the first 2 runs of the game, and there's still nobody out. Cooper Milligan made it all the way to third. And here's Cole Lanham, the third baseman, with runners on first and third and nobody out. So far, 2 runs on 2 hits, but a couple of hit batsmen that got Bush in trouble. Nice pitch. Slow curve that got in there for strike 1. They would probably concede the run if they could get a double play right here. That one's outside, ball and a strike. Looked as though Carter Kroom was at least feinting the steal of second. That would take the double play off. Bush fires it, and there goes Kroom. They're going to fire down there, and he's safe. And now here comes the runner in from third easily to make it. So it was a gamble, a bang-bang play, but he slid in just ahead of the tag. And Cooper Milligan comes in, so there's still nobody out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs are in for the Pioneers. And here goes the wind and the pitch. Low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs on 2 hits. Only 4 batters before Lanham. And Bush with the 2-2. And that one is sliced into center field. He just went right with the pitch. Kroom was waiting to see if that one was going to get out of the infield, and so he had to hold at third. But we got runners on the corners once again. So everybody for the Pioneers has reached base and still nobody out. And here's the left fielder hitting down in the 9th spot, Cooper Pierce. And he faked a move to second. He looked like he was going to try to go, but Lanham gets back. That pitch was a strike. Bruins just want to get at least one guy out at this stage of the game because you don't want this to suddenly become a 4, 5, or 6 run inning. He's going to fake the bunt, and they fire down to second, and it gets away from the second baseman. Throw was a little low. They're going to try to get him at third. He's out of there. The run did score. Carter Kroom came in on a fielder's choice. Give Lannon a stolen base, but then he was thrown out, going to third. So he is out of there on a fielder's choice, and Pierce now with 2 strikes and 1 out. 4 runs have come in for the Pioneers. That one's outside, a ball and 2 strikes. But the Bruins finally were able to nail someone on that move to third and struck him out. That is the second strikeout of the night for Jeb Bush, and that brings up Logan White. He's the leadoff hitter who was called out on strikes his first time up. So the bases are clear. White is the 7th Pioneer to bat in this inning. And that one's tap foul. No balls and a strike. Bruins will have the heart of their order up in the bottom half of the second. And Bush winds and delivers outside for a ball. Bush with the 1-1. And he fires, and that one's down in the corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2 out, nobody on. He rears back and fires, and that one is driven into left field, and it is going to go not quite back to the wall, but it's at least going to be a stand-up double. Well, he didn't stand up. He dove in, but still it was a clean double, hard hit ball into left field. So White provides another threat as the pitcher Bryce Simpson prepares to stand in. He grounded out pitcher to first base his first time up, but he has been staked to a 4-0 lead here in this second inning. The 8th hitter to come to the plate. Bush had that one outside. Ball and no strikes. This Gibson County team so far this season has been noted for bunching runs together, and they've definitely done that here in the second inning. The pitch, high fly ball, and it's going to be in foul territory, but the third baseman comes over as Clennon Harden nails it for out number 3. But not before Gibson County came up with 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So we have completed an inning and a half, and the Pioneers are on top of the Bruins 4-0.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off-season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Tell you what, if you have a heating element in one of those Aloha Custom Pools, this would be a perfect night to take a dip. You could have your tablet out there watching USJ baseball while you enjoy a swim. So think about it. Here's Noah Britt, the designated hitter, as the Bruins trail 4-0 here in the bottom half of the second inning. They'd love to be able to bunch together some base runners. There's a high fly ball that is going to the right fielder. He had to make about maybe 8 or 9 steps, but trudged under it for out number 1. Bruins have had 3 balls, 3 flyouts. 2 of them went to the right fielder, and now here's Max the Athlete Kilburn. And that one just hit the corner for strike 1. Max again also has great power. He held up on that one, but it was in there for strike 2, so he's already behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Logan Foster will be next. Max asks for time, and here we go. And that one goes to the shortstop, fires long to the first baseman, and it gets away from him. So an error on the first baseman. So Max is the second base runner of the evening for the Bruins. Logan Foster, the first baseman, trying to see if he can get a rally going here with Max Kilburn on first. Harrison McLean, the left fielder, will be next. And here's Simpson with the wind and the pitch. That's another high fly ball that's headed over to right field, and he is under it and takes it once again. It's been a busy night already for Noah Dabbs. So 2 down, and here's McLean, the left fielder. And they still have Kilburn on first base. And Simpson fires over to first, and Max back in there easily. Here's the wind. And there's a high drive, but it looks like the center fielder is right under it and takes it for out number 3. Bruins have had some hard-hit balls and some long ones tonight, but they haven't been able to advance anyone. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We have completed 2. It's Gibson County 4, USJ nothing.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
At Jones Chevrolet, you go out almost to 3-way, and you're right there at their beautiful lot and showroom, and go by and see the fine folks there and talk to them about a brand new Chevy. Jeb Bush taking his warm-up tosses once again, had a rough second inning. Opened up with 2 hit batsmen and then gave up 4 hits. So that is where the 4-0 lead came for the Pioneers. And to the plate, Jonathan Forsythe, his first time up, he flied out to right field. Noah Dabbs and Clayton Kroom will follow him. And that one's outside and low. A 1-0 count. And remember, in high school ball, these guys all go on a pitch count. And that one hits the corner for strike 1. This is a fabulous place for high school baseball. This is tremendous. All of these facilities here for outdoor sports. And that one's in there as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The girls' softball field right adjacent to us. And, of course, you've got the fabulous football stadium and then track and field facility. And there is one going to the third baseman. He fires on to first for out number 1. So Clinton Harden fires that one into Logan Foster for the first out, and here comes Noah Dabbs. He was the first one that was hit by a pitch, and then he came in on a single by Cooper Milligan. And the big thing for Jeb Bush is just to wipe that out of his memory banks from that second inning and just settle down, and he has been getting them to go after some pitches now. He has been hitting the corners well. That one for strike one. Just managed to keep his control, and that one sliced foul. Went around on that a bit late. No balls and 2 strikes, well ahead of Dabbs. Let's see if he tries to get him to go for one outside. Here's the 0-2 from Bush. Nope, a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the third. The wind and the 1-2. Just low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Bush would love to get his 3rd strikeout here. And he fires. And a high fly ball. Shortstop is chasing after it. The left fielder is coming in, and he takes it. About 6 steps. And a good running catch by Harrison McLean for out number 2. And here comes the first baseman, Clayton Kroom. Another one who was hit by a pitch ball, and he came in on a single by Carter Kroom. And that one fouled back to the screen. No balls and a strike. Bush had a strong first inning, and it's just tough when you give up either bases on balls or you get errors or you wind up with, in this case, 2 hit batsmen to open an inning. It's hard to come back from that, particularly with a team like Gibson County that can bunt some singles, and they did 3 straight singles after that. Also ended up with a double that brought in the 4 runs. Ball and a strike, nobody on, and here's your pitch. And that one hit the inside corner. That one fooled Kroom, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we say, this guy he's a big one, and he can deliver power. The 1-2 just gets away from the catcher, and it's a 2-2 count. If Kroom were to get on, Cooper Milligan would be next, the center fielder. Outfield playing at normal depth. And the pitch, he dropped it. It was the 3rd strike, but they fire on to first and get him for out number 3. That is the 3rd strikeout, but also count that as a catcher to first base putout. So, for the Bruins and for the Pioneers, they had no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We've completed 2.5. It is Gibson County 4, USJ nothing.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Jake Martin, the catcher, stands in for the Bruins. trying to get something going here in the third. And it looks as though those showers that we were expecting the possibility of around 7:15 are so light that they're falling apart. It really doesn't look like skies are threatening for that. There had been a forecast that maybe at 7:15, and we're just past the 7 o'clock hour, that we would have it. And there's a high one for ball 2. But I'm checking the radar. It appears that they are fizzling, so we are probably not going to see any kind of threatening rain here to our contest tonight, and that's always good news. That one's low. And he fires, and that one's high, so he walks on 4 pitches. That's the third base runner of the evening for the Bruins. And that brings up Wyatt Hondo Scott, the center fielder. And I told you the story about how he got his nickname last year. His dad decided that reminded him a lot of his favorite basketball player, namely John Hondo Havlicek of the Boston Celtics, who had a storied Hall of Fame career and was one that, for me, I admired his talent, but he always frustrated me because it seemed as though he would either beat the Philadelphia 76ers or the Lakers, who I liked better. That one's inside for a ball. One and 0 to Hondo, and here goes Simpson. He hasn't given up a hit so far tonight. And that one's high. It was trying to go for a slow curve, and it didn't dip. 2 balls and a strike. Seemed to be a little frustrated with himself. Jake Martin down at first. Nash Kilburn will be next. They fire just to keep him honest, and he just got a little clay on his uniform. And your third baseman coming over to have a conversation with him, Cole Lanham, and they may be trying to set up another play as they did earlier this evening when they nailed Nash Kilburn on an attempt to steal. And that one is down in there for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Pioneers, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Bruins haven't scored, no hits, and 1 error. And here comes the 2-1 from Simpson. And he fires it, and it's on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hondo Scott. The runner takes his lead, and here is your 2-2. Fouled off. That's well behind the restroom area. So we'll go 2-2 once again. Bruins just want to get some base runners here and make this an interesting contest. Simpson to the wind and the pitch. And got him looking for called strike 3. That is his first strikeout of the night. And here's Nash Kilburn. He walked his first time up in the first inning and then was caught stealing. Nash with a runner on first and 1 out. And went around on that one for strike 1. Temperature has not dropped that much. We're still at 67 degrees here in the hub city, so still very comfortable baseball weather. And that one curved that hit the outside corner for strike 2. So Nash quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Martin takes his lead down at first. The wind and the pitch. High, ball 1. Steve Beverly with the play-by-play from Bruins Field tonight. And he once again goes to the stretch, fires back to first, and he's back in there. So we'll go 1-2 again to Nash Kilburn. And they fire, and that was a nice curve. He gets a high fly ball, but it goes right back to the center fielder. Took about 3 steps in reverse for out number 2. And that brings up Clennon Harden, the third baseman. He flied out to the right fielder his first time up. That gave you a little bit of idea, though, the kind of power that Nash Kilburn has, because he may look like a little guy, but he can smack it. And that home run, that grand slam that he hit against Jackson Christian last year, that was a work of art. And he hit the outside corner for strike 1. Tell you what, Simpson has a monster curve and changeup, as well as a fastball. Martin takes his lead, and that one's a little bit high, a ball and a strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. We've been going at it about 52 minutes. Game started at 6:18 this evening, so we've made it through almost the first 3 innings in a little less than an hour. And here goes the wind by Simpson. And the pitch. And that one's grounded foul over by the on-deck circle of the Pioneers. And the umpire's going to come out and give him a new baseball. So a ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Bruins have not been able to get anybody. They've had 3 base runners, but haven't been able to get anybody beyond first base so far. They've hit the ball hard, but it's typically been right at someone. The wind and the pitch. And that hits him in the back. They'll take the base any way they can get it, so Clennon Harden takes first base as a hit batsman. And that'll send Jake Martin down to second. He's the first Bruin who has made it that far. Here's Braden Jones. He flied out to the second baseman his first time up. So Bruins have a threat here in the third. Simpson looks at the runner at second. Going for a big one was Jones and missed it for strike 1. And if he can get on, Noah Britt, the designated hitter, would be next. And if you're a Bruin fan, I know that's something you want to see. No balls and a strike, and 2 out. The wind and the pitch. And that one's in there. No balls and 2 strikes. So you got to figure Jones is going to go after this one if he gets the pitch he likes, and the runners on base will be moving with this pitch. And that's a high fly ball to the first baseman. He, taking a few steps into foul territory, takes it for out number 3. Well, the Bruins managed to get 2 runners on, but couldn't get them in. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So we have completed 3 innings of play, and it is Gibson County 4, USJ nothing.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Back we are, and we're about to start the top half of the fourth inning. And Gibson County, so far a comfortable 4-0 lead. They did all their damage in the second inning, in which they got all 4 runs on 4 hits and 2 hit batsmen. And here's Cooper Milligan. He singled and had an RBI earlier. And Bush, and that one's going to be grounded to the second baseman. He fires on to first, and that's out number 1. That one looked for a moment as if it might be skidding into center field, but a good job on the part of Braden Jones to knock that one down and get the runner at first. Here's Carter Kroon, the designated hitter. He also had a single and a stolen base and scored a run back in the second. 1 ball, no strikes. He'll be followed by the third baseman, Cole Lanham. And that one's outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And here's the wind and the pitch. Just a bit high. 3 balls and no strikes, so he's going 3-0 to Kroon. You got to figure this one may be going right down the middle. And outside. Ball 4. Walked him on 4 pitches. So that's his second time on base this evening, and here comes Lanham, the third baseman. And they're coming out to talk to the umpire. So Lanham checks back in at the plate. He was thrown out with a fielder's choice, but he got a single that brought in a run. Here's the wind, and the runner's going. Firing on to second, and got him. That was a huge play by Jake Martin to nail Kroon at second. Excellent throw, and also a terrific job by the second baseman to nail him. So that makes it 2 down, and it's no balls and 1 strike now to Cole Lanham. That was the defensive play of the night for the Bruins. That one's low, 1 ball, 1 strike. No, he called the strike there. No balls and 2 strikes. There we go. Now it's back. 1 ball, 1 strike. These things happen from time to time, and and there is a tapper, so 1 hopper going to the shortstop. He's got the long throw to first, and they couldn't get him. He made a big stretch on it, but give him an infield single. That was that 1 hop that it had, and it drove Max Kilburn almost to the edge of the outfield, and he had a long throw and just couldn't manage to nail him. So here comes Cooper Pierce, the left fielder, and that one going for it. And got him. Nice job on that one by Nash Kilburn to nail him. So for Gibson County, it was no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. So we have completed 3.5, and the Pioneers still lead it 4-0.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Bottom half of the fourth. First pitch to Noah Britt. He goes around on it for strike one. Gibson County's Pioneers on top 4-0. Here's the wind and the 0-1 way outside. Ball and a strike. Noah flied out to right field his first time up. Max Kilburn will be next. And Logan Foster. And umpire said he went around on that one. Strike two, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bruins have not been able to get a hit tonight. Hey, this Simpson is a hard-throwing right-hander. And that one's going to go right down on a one-hop to Simpson, and he tosses it over to first for out number 1. So here comes the shortstop, Max Kilburn. He got on base with an error by the first baseman his first time up, but Bruins couldn't get him in. Simpson is just coasting along. Max steps out of the plate and now back in. The wind and the pitch. That's down low for a ball. This is the time of year I want to encourage all of you who are watching at home who couldn't make it out tonight to make your plans to get out to see the Bruins and the Lady Bruins here in both baseball and softball during the course of this season, because this is just a great way to have fellowship with your friends and fans and family members. It is terrific. Here's the 2-0, and that one's low. 3 balls and no strikes. And you got to figure Max is probably going to be taking this pitch all the way. And the fire, and that's outside for ball 4. So walking on 4 pitches is Max Kilburn. And here's Logan Foster. Logan flied out to right field his first time up. I want to say, as we always do, say hello to all the moms, dads, grandpas, grandmas, all of the aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends and good family members of these young men out here tonight for both teams. We're glad to have you aboard, and we trust you're having a good Thursday evening wherever you are. No balls and a strike to Logan Foster. And here's the pitch. That was inside, a ball and a strike. Now, Max is a threat to steal, although his brother is more likely to do it. But down 4-0. I don't know if he's going to try to risk a lot of that right now. And Simpson has a good pickoff move to first base. Here goes the 1-1. And that one's going to be grounded to shortstop. He fires it to second, on to first. And it gets away from the first baseman, so here we go. And he's going to make it all the way into third, so on the error, and you take it any way you can get it. That's so Max Kilburn was tossed out at second, but Logan Foster has made it all the way around to third on the error. That's the second error of the evening on the Pioneers, and so now they're having a summit meeting at the mound and trying to determine what's going to be their best strategy right here with a runner on third and 2 outs. You'd expect that if it was a ball that was hit deep in the infield and didn't get out very far but was a long throw to first, they'd almost concede the run with 2 outs rather than try to take a gambling throw that might lead to another error. But the Bruins have their most serious threat right now only 90 feet away. That one's way high for a ball. Over the head of Harrison McLean, the left fielder. He flied out to center field his first time up, had a hard hit ball. Bruins would just like to get one in. And that one's low. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs. And you've got Logan Foster lurking on third. The wind. And that one is high for ball 3. So 3-0, and you got to figure he's going to be taking all the way on this one. He gets his signal, and he fires. And that one's inside, so Bruins with another base runner without the benefit of a hit. So that brings up Jake Martin, the catcher. He walked his last time up and made it to second. He was the first base runner to make it to second for the Bruins on a hit batsman, but now he's got an opportunity to do some damage here and get the Bruins back into this one. 2 down, but runners on the corners. The wind and the pitch. High again. He's been getting his pitches up here in this inning. A ball and no strikes. Hondo Scott would be next. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this inning, and he changed his mind about what he wanted to do, and so Jake steps out. The wind and the pitch. Outside once. No, he called it in. Called it on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, Simpson gets his sign. I really don't expect him to throw to first on this one. And he fires a beautiful curve that's in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was as pretty a curveball as you will ever see, particularly for somebody at the high school level. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He'll probably try to go fastball with this one. I would not be surprised. And he does. He fires it, goes down into the dirt, and headed down to second with a steal is Harrison McLean. So now that puts runners at second and third, both of them in scoring position, but it's 2 strikes and 2 outs and 2 balls. Simpson with the pitch. And it's right down in there for strike 3. Caught him looking for out number 3. Well, the Bruins had an opportunity, but still couldn't get them home. No runs on no hits. They had 2 walks and 2 men left on base. So we have completed 4 innings of play, and it is still 4-0 Gibson County.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
With the exception of that second inning where Gibson County secured all 4 of its runs, it's actually been a decent outing for Jeb Bush. He has only allowed 5 hits in the game. He has hit 2 batters and he has walked 1, but he struck out 3. And the tough part about it was those 2 guys that he hit, because that started all of the dominoes to fall with that 4-run inning. But he's going to face the top of the order with Logan White, Bryce Simpson, and Jonathan Forsythe. White is 1 for 2. He had a double his last time up in the second. Yeah, that one was a hard one, but it just got completely away from the catcher. 1 ball and no strikes. Bruins have left 6 men on base in the game. And that's another strike. Ball and a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. White loves just to be able to do anything he can to get on base, as most leadoff hitters do. That was a hard one. That's a 2-bouncer to the shortstop. He fires on to first for out number 1. So we open up the 5th inning with a 6-3 ground out. Excellent play on that one by Max Kilburn to toss him out at first. And here's the pitch to Simpson. No balls and a strike. Simpson has grounded out, and he flied out to the third baseman. A little bit high, ball and a strike. But he's one of these players who plays when he doesn't pitch, because they value his bat in the lineup at Gibson County. And that one nicely handled on the corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we say, except for that one tough inning, Bush has been very effective on the mound. But he's facing a guy who has a no-hitter going right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes and 1 out, nobody on base. And the pitch, and he went around on it and grounded it foul. So we stay 2-2. Nice evening here in West Tennessee, and that one way high and outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So you got to believe that if Simpson gets the pitch he wants, he is going around on it this time. They fire it, and it was high for ball 4, so he walks. Jonathan Forsythe will come to the mound now. He is 0 for 2. He flied out to right field and grounded out third baseman to first, his second time up. And they're going to come out and talk to Bush. He has thrown a lot of pitches, particularly as a result of that long second inning. And let's see if there's any kind of a change made here. And they're going to take him out. And he gets a hand from the fans. He goes 4 1/3 innings, gives up 4 runs on 5 hits. So let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll tell you who's coming as the call to the bullpen.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Corbin Howard is your new pitcher for the Bruins. Jeb Bush went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 4 runs on 5 hits. He struck out 3, he walked 1, and he hit 2 batsmen. And all the damage was done in that second inning. Had it not been for that, we'd be an even Steven game right now. But at the plate is Jonathan Forsythe. He is 0 for 2 so far this evening, and Bryce Simpson is down at first on the basis of a walk. That one's high for a ball. So Howard's job is to come in here and try to just shut the door where it is right now and hope that the Bruins can make a rally in their final 3 innings. The line, that was a good fastball that was in there. A ball and a strike. We saw Corbin have some really good moments last year. And they've got a pinch runner down at first base for Simpson. And they got him in a rundown. And if they don't have a bad throw, I think they are going to nail him, and they did. That was reminiscent of the play that got Nash Kilburn in the first inning. And they got Bryce Simpson in a rundown, and, well, actually his pinch runner in a rundown. We couldn't tell the number. So that is out number 2, a ball and a strike, and nobody on base now. And Howard with a good fastball once again. 2 balls and 1 strike. And 2 outs. The wind and the pitch. A long drive that is going, but it is actually holding up and coming in to take it. And an excellent job on the run was Harrison McLean for out number 3. That looked like it was going deeper than it did, and actually it held up, and McLean had to make a running and diving catch and did a brilliant job of it. No runs on no hits, no errors. They did get a walk, but no one left on base because the runner was caught stealing. We have completed 4.5 with the Pioneers still leading the Bruins 4-0.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
When they say our smiles say it all, they mean it at Elite Dental Care. You go by there and they'll take care of you any day during the week. Steve Beverly back with you as we're ready for the bottom half of the 5th inning. And we've been at it not quite an hour and a half. And the Bruins just need to get some base runners. They have yet to connect for a hit. They have had 6 base runners, and they left them all on. So this is one of those situations tonight that they've just got to be able to see if they can, in these final 3 innings, have an opportunity to put it all together. And so we've got a reliever in. Cooper Pierce has taken over on the mound. He was the left fielder. So Simpson went 5 innings, and that one is tapped foul right to the dugout. Simpson went 5 innings and did not allow a hit. So Hondo Scott would love to get a rally started right here. He's behind in the count, no balls and a strike. The wind and the pitch by Pierce. And it's up a little high. Ball and a strike to Wyatt. The stretch and the pitch. And he went around on that. You could tell that Wyatt wanted to go for the downs on that one. One and two. And here's the pitch from Pierce. And got him on the arm, so just above the elbow. So Wyatt gets on base. This is the 7th Bruin to reach base this evening. Maybe they can get something started from this. And that's going to bring back the top of the order with Nash Kilburn, the right fielder. He got on with a walk, and then he flied out deep to center field in the 3rd inning. So let's see if Nash can deliver here with a runner on first. And the job for Pierce is to keep it right where it is, and if not protect the no-hitter, be able to protect the shutout. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that one is fouled off to the left behind the upper bleachers that are above the Bruin dugout. And I'm very thankful that those very light rain showers managed to avoid us this evening. They evaporated before they got to North Jackson. There's a hard hit ball, and that's going into right field. That's going to send the runner at least to third. And taking off, Nash Kilburn with a stand-up double, and the Bruins have their best threat so far tonight. So Hondo Scott has made it over to third on the double, and here's Clennon Harden with nobody out and runners on second and third. Clennon was hit by a pitch ball back in the third, and he flied out in the first. He'd love to get a base hit somewhere, particularly over into right field where there's a big gap. That one's high for a ball. And that was the first hit of the game for the Bruins. The wind and the pitch. Way high. Ball two. He's taking a lot of time between pitches. Now he finally goes to the wind, and he fires. Outside, ball three. And you got to believe that Clennon is going to be taking this one all the way, because if it's outside, we've got the bases jammed with nobody out. And he fires. And he got it in the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now, this is one of those pitches that you got to figure that if Clennon sees one he likes, he's going to go for it. And here it comes. And he hit the corner once again, so we have gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 on in scoring position, and nobody out. And here's the payoff pitch. And that one is a slow roller to third. He's going to have a long throw. He got him at first, but a run came in, and moving to third is Nash Kilburn on the fielder's choice. That was an excellent throw by the third baseman, Lanham, to nail Clennon Harden at first, but the Bruins have their first run. So give Harden an RBI on that one, and here comes Braden Jones, the second baseman, with a runner on third. And that one got in there, slow curve. No balls and 1 strike. He's just shaking off giving up that run. That was a hard hit ball. That one's high, ball and a strike. Bruins don't have to have it all here in the 5th. They can keep chipping away. They'd love to be able to get this runner in from third, though, and have that lead from 4-2. That one's low. It gets away, but it's not far enough that the runner can advance. And it was a good move on the part of Pierce to rocket himself down just to the edge before the plate, trying to save a run from coming in. 2 balls and a strike. Braden has flied out twice in the infield. Once to second, once to first. And here's the pitch. And that's another high fly ball. And the center fielder and the right fielder comes over and takes it, but they are going to get the second run home. Sacrifice fly. So it's a 4-2 game. Stepping over and making that catch was Noah Dabbs. But the sacrifice fly brings in Nash Kilburn. So give an RBI to Braden Jones, and you don't charge him at a time at bat with the sacrifice fly. So it's now a 4-2 game. And here's Noah Britt, the designated hitter. And that one is low and outside for a ball. If Noah can get on, Max the Athlete Kilburn would be after him. So the Bruins have come alive with a couple here in the 5th. And that one, he got around on it a little bit too quick. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on, but the Bruins have 2 in here in the 5th. And here's the wind and the pitch. And a long drive, but it's going to go over the head of the left fielder. That's going to get him at least to third. No, he's going to stop at second. It looked as though it was going to go right to the left fielder. And it just went completely. He leaped for it, and it went completely over his head, so it is a stand-up double, and they're going to get in a pinch runner. And that'll be Sam Cale is coming in to pinch run. But give Noah a stand-up double, and that is the second hit of the night for the Bruins, and Sam Cale in here to run for him. And here's Max Kilburn, the shortstop. He's been on twice, once with an error by the first baseman and another one with a walk. So the Bruins bats have awakened here in the 5th and a chance to do some more damage with another runner in scoring position. Here's the one. He looks the runner back at second. You got a little decoy going by the second baseman. He stepped off the mound. So Max has been on base twice, but he would love to be able to make the bat connect to have it happen this time. Officially 0 for 1, and that one is low for a ball. And if Max gets on, Logan Foster will step up. Pierce takes a lot of time between pitches. And that one goes off the catcher's glove. And they're going to go to third with it, and the throw was wide. So heads up base running by Noah Britt to get to third, give him a stolen base. I would score the stolen base rather than a passed ball because there was still an opportunity to get him at third, and the throw was wide. So now he's 90 feet away, and 2 balls and no strikes to Max Kilburn. And he fires, and it hits the corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bruins 2 runs on 2 hits, but they've got an opportunity to close it to within 1. And a high fly ball. It looks like the center fielder is going to be under it and takes it. No, he drops it. Did he hold on? No, he did not. The run scores. And you wonder if he lost it in the lights. So that brings in Noah Britt with the 3rd run and give an error to that's the 3rd error of the game for Gibson County. And you've got Max Kilburn on first. He's been on base all 3 times without the benefit of a hit, twice on errors and once, and you don't give him an RBI on that. And here's a big Summit meeting at the mound. And that's going to be all for Cooper Pierce. He went a 1/3 of an inning. And we'll get his totals here. They're going to bring in another reliever. Tell you what, we'll give you his totals after this break and a word from our sponsors.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Logan White is the new pitcher. He comes in from shortstop to relieve Pierce, who went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 runs on 2 hits, but there were some fielding mistakes that also benefited USJ, and now they have an opportunity to potentially tie the game. Here is Logan Foster, and that's a high fly ball, and the right fielder coming in takes it one-handed. 1 pitch, 1 out. And so White gets the job done for out number 3. But 7 Bruins came to the plate. They scored 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. So we have completed 5 innings of play, and we got a game now. It is Gibson County 4, USJ 3.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Corbin Howard's job is to hold it right where it is. And he's about to face the right fielder, Noah Dabbs, as we start the 6th inning. The Bruins, with that 3-run 5th, have closed it to within a single run. And here's Howard's first pitch. Low for a ball. He'll face Dabbs, Clayton Kroom, and Cooper Milligan, unless there's a change that is made. Each team has scored all of its runs. That's outside ball, too. Each team has scored all of its runs in one single inning. 4 runs in the second for Gibson County, 3 runs in the fifth for the Bruins. Outside goes 3-0 on Dabbs. Dabbs officially 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch ball and scored in that second inning where they bunched together the 4 runs. And that one is in there for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. This is a pitch that you figured Dabbs will more than likely be going for one if he likes it. And he fires. And that one's low for ball 4, so Dabbs starts off with a walk. And that brings up Clayton Kroom, the first baseman. He was hit by a pitch ball in that second inning and scored. He struck out in the third. Bruins playing at double play depth. Third baseman playing in, looking in case there might be a bunt. That's in there for strike 1. 4 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for Gibson County. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for USJ. Howard's pitch. Outside, ball and a strike. And here's the wind and the 1-1. And there's a drive way back there into left field, hard on the run, and it's going to be a foul ball. That thing curved foul. It looked like it was going to have more depth than it did, and it curved foul, so that's just a long strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kroom will be followed by Cooper Milligan, the center fielder. So it's a big 1-2 count with a runner on first. And the throw to first base a little high, but he gets back in there. They'd love to be able to get a twin killing right here after that early walk. The pitch. And got him for strike 3. That is the first strikeout for Corbin Howard. It is the 4th strikeout overall for Bruin pitching tonight, and here is Milligan, the center fielder. He had a single that scored a run and also grounded out. And he scored a run himself. So once again, he faces a man on first, and they're still at double play depth. They're coming in just as the pitch was tossed. Ball and no strikes. Big thing for the Bruins is just to try to keep it right where it is and hope in the final 2 innings that they can push something else across. Oh, he hit him on the wrist. And that's where you get in trouble with those things, but that is the 3rd hit batsman of the night that the Bruins have given up. So that sends Noah Dabbs down to second, and at first is Milligan, and here is Carter Kroom, the designated hitter. And the pitch. And that's a ground ball. Shortstop comes up with it, fires the second, but it didn't get him in time. It was such a slow roller, and so bases are now loaded. Give him an infield hit. And here's Cole Lanham, the third baseman. So it's a big jam now. Bruins absolutely need to get 2 here. Lanham has singled twice in the game. He hasn't scored, but he does have an RBI, and that one goes down in the dirt. Good job of saving that one by Jake Martin. Here's the pitch to Lanham, and it's low. Boy, he had to go and play hide and go seek with that ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. They're all jammed for the Pioneers. Lanham steps out. Now he goes back in. I wouldn't be surprised to see him tee off on one here. Here's the pitch from Howard. He's going to try to bunt it. And they say the pitch was outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. They say he didn't go around on it trying to bunt. Nowhere to put him, so he can't really afford to get any more behind in the count. The wind and the pitch. Went around on that one. He naturally had a ripple at it, but missed it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is a big pitch coming up now for Corbin Howard. And particularly the runner on first, you expect him to be moving with this pitch. And got him on the outside corner for out number 2. A big, big pitch for his second strikeout. So here comes Cooper Pierce. Pierce back in left field now. He gave up the 3 runs that the Bruins had in the 5th to make their rally, but this is a big, big one. So far, Pierce tonight struck out and flied out to right field. And that one's in, is it? Oh, they said it's low. 2 balls and no strikes. He's got to get one right here. The stretch and the pitch. In there for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, bases loaded. Bruins trying to stay within 1, and the pitch. And that one's fouled back. So he's evened it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was well out of the range of our fans, who some of them are bundled up in blankets right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a big pitch coming again from Howard. And that one he just got a piece of it. So we'll go 2-2 again. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Pioneers, 3 runs on 2 hits for the Bruins. Here is the 2-2. Got him! Struck him out for out number 3. A great job of pitching out of the jam. That's his 3rd strikeout. So, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. They did get 2 men on as a result of a hit batsman and a walk, and they left 2 men on base. So we're going now to the 6th. The Bruins trailing it 4-3.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Steve Beverly back with you. We're going to the bottom of the 6th as the Bruins trail it 4-3, but they picked up those 3 in the 5th. Logan White is back on the mound for the Pioneers, and he will face Harrison McLean, and unless we have any changes, Jake Martin and Wyatt Hondo Scott. Although I'm looking over and I'm seeing Ethan Lee potentially. Looks like he's on the on-deck circle and maybe there as a pinch hitter. So McLean stands in and takes the first pitch from White. That was a slow one, but it didn't dip, so it's a ball and no strikes. Bruins have managed only 2 hits tonight, but they bunched enough together in the 5th to make this one an interesting contest. That's 2-0. Well, came in and finally got the side out. That one right down in there for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. McLean has a lot of power. 3 balls and a strike. The Bruins sent 7 men to the plate in that 5th inning. They'd love to duplicate that. And there is a high foul that is going way beyond the bleachers over on the left-hand side. So we're going to go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. If he gets the pitch he likes, he's going to tee off after this one. And the wind and the pitch, and that one is going to drop into center field for a base hit. He just went right with the pitch and dropped it in, and that's his second time on base. He's had a walk, and that's his first base hit. That's the 3rd hit of the night for the Bruins, and that brings up the catcher, Jake. Let's see, who we got here? No, this is Ethan Lee coming in to pinch hit. So with a runner on first, Lee is in to pinch hit. Hondo Scott would be next. They fire to first, but he's back in there easily. He didn't have a huge lead at all. White is the 3rd pitcher for Gibson County tonight. They got a great 5 innings out of Bryce Simpson. There's the wind and the pitch. Outside for a ball, and the 3rd baseman was coming in very, very quickly in case of a bunt, and that was Simpson, the original pitcher. McLean taking his lead. And there's the bunt. He faked it to second, but he knew there was no way they were going to nail him. Perfect bunt laid down by Ethan Lee. Excellent sacrifice to advance McLean into scoring position. So that brings up Wyatt Hondo Scott, the center fielder. He struck out his first time, was caught looking, but he was the first Bruin to score after a walk, and he came in on a fielder's choice back in the 5th. Here's the pitch. And that one's just going to be a slow roller to first. It's going to get the runner to 3rd. I don't think that is exactly what Wyatt wanted to do, so it's pitcher to first base, 1-3. It did get the runner to 3rd. Nash Kilburn, who had a big double, stand-up double his last time up. He walked in the 1st, flied out to center field, in the third. Big at bat here for Nash. Base hit would tie it, and it's going to go right to the second baseman. Fires on to first, and that's it. 4-3, and the Bruins can't get the runner home. So there were no runs on one hit, no errors, and one man left on base. So we're going to the seventh. Pioneers still on top, 4-3.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Boy, that Jackson office of King Tire, they have bought the building next to them. They have renovated it. It's still in progress, but it is going to be a fabulous place for you to take your car and enjoy. They've got TV monitors everywhere. Go by King Tire for anything you need with your car. There's a drive way back there. It is going over the head of the left fielder, and he's going to fire it back in, but it is going to be a stand-up double for Logan White. That's White's second double of the evening, and he almost got all of that one. So it is a man in scoring position with nobody on, and here comes the original pitcher, Bryce Simpson. Simpson is 0 for 2 tonight. He walked and then was caught stealing. His pinch runner was caught stealing back in the 5th inning. So we're in the 7th now. And Corbin Howard knows his job is just one, hold him. That one goes in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. They want to keep him from getting a base hit of any depth whatsoever. High, ball 1. Ball and 1 strike. Jonathan Forsythe would be next, the catcher. Here's the pitch, and that one's fouled off well out of play to the left-hand side. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Howard has done a good job in relief. He looks the runner back at second. And he delivers. Outside. They were trying to get him to chase one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Four-3 game. Bruins made this one a tight one with their 3 runs in the 5th. Here's the pitch. And he went around on it for strike 3 in a very frustrated Simpson. He wanted that one badly. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Corbin Howard with 4 strikeouts now, 7 strikeouts for Bruin pitchers. So that's a big one to get 1 down, and that one's in there for a strike. Jonathan Forsythe 0 for 3 tonight. Looks the runner back at second again, and everybody steps off the rubber and everybody goes back. Noah Dabbs, the right fielder, would be next. Forsythe is flied out twice and is grounded out. And the runner's going to third, and that's going to get away from him. That's going to bring in the 5th run. No, let's see. Now he hesitated, but now he's going home. There's just no way they're going to catch him. That one just simply got away from Jake Martin and went way down the left field foul line and brings in the run. Give White a stolen base, and then he comes home on the error on the catcher. That's the second error of the game for the Bruins. So it's a 5-3 game. Bases cleared. Pitch low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He had such a big jump going to third that it was a real gamble trying to make that throw. And that is a base hit that's going to bounce right in front of the center fielder. So Forsythe is on with his first hit of the game. And that brings up Noah Dabbs, who is 0 for 1 officially. He's had a walk, and he's been hit by a pitch ball. He has scored 1 of the 5 runs tonight. So Dabbs with Forsythe down at first, and they're trying to get some insurance here. Back up now 5-3. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ground ball foul. Just went beyond the foul line. No balls and a strike. Boy, losing that run is almost like having spilled milk in your refrigerator, because it looked as though they were going to be able to go to the 7th, only 1 down. Firing it back to first. He's back in there safely. Clayton Kroom, the first baseman, would be next. The wind. He goes back to first again. So you can tell Corbin Howard respects his base runner down at first. Here's the pitch, and that's a high fly ball. Center fielder coming in, can't get to it. They fire it into second, but he was there in time. That was one of those lazy flies that was just so difficult to catch up to, and so that gives them 2 men on. That's the first hit of the game for Dabbs, who is now 1 for 2, and that brings up Kroom, Clayton Kroom, the first baseman. He has struck out twice, and he was hit by a pitch ball in that big second inning that the Pioneers had and scored a run. And the runner at second bluffed a bit like he was going to try to go to third. They're aggressive base runners, this Pioneers team, no question about it. That ball's high for ball 1. Pioneers now 5 runs on 9 hits and 3 errors, and the Bruins 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. For the Bruins, they just desperately have got to keep it to this point. They'd love to be able to get a double play out of this one with 1 out. That one's high. 2 balls and no strikes. And you have to know those 2 base runners are a threat to go at any time. They do not hesitate to go for a double steal. Howard delivers. And that one's low. 3 balls and no strikes. And you figure he's probably going to try to go right down the middle with this one. Looks back the runner at second. And he got it on the outside corner for strike one. 3 balls and a strike. Kroom awaits the 3-1. And he fires, and they're going to go to third, and is he in there or not? Well, let's see. The umpire was, well, it's a big question mark, but anyway, we've got runners at every base now. They called it a walk, and they said they did not get it because it was a walk. It didn't matter whether they tagged him or not at that point. So everybody is on all the bags. You have Forsythe at third, Dabbs at second, and Clayton Kroom with that walk at first. So they're talking it over with Howard, and particularly they'd love to get a double play on this one, but if nothing else, just to try to get a force play at any base whatsoever. If it's a slow grounder, you got to know they want to try to come home with it. Howard, and gets it in there. That was a nice floating curve. No balls and a strike. It would be huge if they could get Milligan with a strikeout. He is 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, and he singled and drove in a run back in the second. Fires it down low. Ball and a strike. This has definitely been a long top of the 7th inning. And the Pioneers are threatening. Here's the pitch. He tries the bunt. They got to hurry, and they couldn't do it. Perfect bunt. Howard, probably there's no way he could have, because that runner was boogieing from down at third. There was no way they were going to be able to get him in, and it was a perfect bunt. Squeeze bunt, so give him a single on that one, and brings in yet another run, and it's a 6-3 game, and still the bases are loaded. So here's Carter Kroom. He is 2 for 2. There's a strike. That is, in fact, not Carter Kroom. That is Kyle Bradbury, who is a pinch hitter. Bradbury has been playing second base tonight. Now he is at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes with the bases loaded, and the pitch. He went after that one way too quickly for out number 3. That's the 5th strikeout. So Howard definitely wants to make it happen here with Cole Lanham. Lanham has 2 singles tonight. He struck out looking his last time up. Bruins have struck out 8 Pioneers in this game. But and that one gets away. And he's going to score on a pass ball, and the run comes in. Noah Dabbs touches the plate. And that's going to make it tough for the Bruins in the bottom half because it's now a 7-3 game. So it's a ball and no strikes. And they've done it just about every way you could do it in this inning with conventional singles, a double, and they've also had a pass ball to score a run as well as a perfect infield bunt. 2 balls and no strikes. Gets it in there. 2-1. Lanham had hits in the second and the fourth. So after the Bruins made that big rally in the fifth, they've run into a buzzsaw here in the top of the seventh to fall back behind by 4. Here's the pitch. And that's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. He's going to fire it long and gets him, digging it out of the dirt. 6-3, and that's out number 3. But it was a big inning for the Pioneers as they came up with 3 more runs. They left 2 men on base, and they picked up 3 more hits. So we have completed 6.5. We've got to go get them Bruins. Your score is Gibson County 7, USJ 3.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
It's Clennon Harden up. Bruins have got to go after him here in the 7th inning. Clennon is 0 for 2 tonight. He has an RBI. And that one's down in the dirt for a ball. Bruins need the kind of inning that the Pioneers had in the second. They've got to have that because they're down 4. 3 runs on 3 hits. They've had a lot of base runners tonight. They've left 8 men on base. And that one's high for ball 2. Harden would be followed by Braden Jones and Noah Britt. And that one goes to third baseman. He fires on to first, just does nail him for out number 1. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Braden Jones. He is 0 for 2. He did get a sacrifice fly back in that 3-run third inning. Bruins just need base runners right now. You don't care how you get them. That one's low for a ball. We'll be having more Bruin and Lady Bruin action next week right here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. That one's fouled out of play. Ball and a strike and 1 out. Once again, want to thank all of our fine sponsors for their support. There's a ground ball that's going to go into right field for a base hit. Sharply hit by Jones, and so he gets on and tries to start a threat for the Bruins here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Noah Britt the designated hitter. And unless he were to hit into a double play, that means Max Kilburn would get up to the plate. And Max has been on base all 3 times that he's been up. That's outside for a ball. If White were to hold the Bruins here in the 7th, he would get the save, and the win would go to Bryce Simpson. And there's a hard hit ball that's going into left field for a base hit, so runners will be at first and second. So the Bruins are trying to make some noise here with 1 out and 2 runners on, and here comes Max Kilburn, the shortstop. As we say, he's been on all 3 times tonight. He reached base twice on errors and then made it with a walk back in the 4th. Officially 0 for 2 tonight, but he's got 2 runners that he can advance right now. White with the delivery. And that one's going to go right up the middle, and so the bases are either going to be loaded. Yeah, they're going to hold the runner at third. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. 3 singles in a row. And that's going to bring up Logan Foster. Now, Logan's 0 for 2 tonight. He did reach base on an error by the first baseman in the 4th inning. Flied out deep to right field his last time up. They keep bunching singles together, and here you go. That's outside for a ball. No place to put him. Well, they called it a strike, I guess. So that was a delayed call, I guess you would say. That one's low. Ball and a strike. Good job by the catcher, Forsythe, to hold on to it. They're loaded. And here's the pitch. And a long fly ball going to deep center field, and he can't get up to it. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. No, you got to get back out of there. They got him in a rundown at third, and he did not make it, and they get him in at second. So the Bruins get 2 runs out of it, but the runner was out at, or was he out at third? Well, let's take a look at this and see what happens. 2 runs scored. So it turns out that it was a double. And we have 2 out. So Jones and Britt both came in on the double by Logan Foster, and here's Harrison McLean. Bruins have really gotten to White in this inning. There's 2 on, but there are 2 out. And that one's tapped foul, so it's 0-2. Harrison is 1 for 2. He has walked and singled, and he's flied out to center field. This is a big pitch. And Gibson County's coach is checking with the umpire. And I think they're trying to determine, okay, how many, they may be trying to determine once again how many outs there are in this one. But they're having a conference here just outside the mound after a request was made. All right, here we.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. I think we got everything straight. And there's a high fly ball, and it's going to drop in between them. Here they go. He's going to stay at third. So the Bruins have come back again with 5 consecutive hits. So coming in as a pitch hitter is Aubrey Sellers. And here's the pitch. And that one, he caught the outside corner for strike one. A 7-5 game. That gets away almost from the catcher. He did a good job of trying to save it. A ball and a strike with 2 runners on, 5 consecutive hits for the Bruins. And Sellers with a slow floater that goes right to the first baseman for out number 3. And it is game, set, and match. The Bruins made a big rally. They came up with 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors. And they left 2 men on base. And tonight, that was one of the difficulties. They left 10 men on base that they just could not come up with a way to drive home. And so it is a 7-5 victory for Gibson County, which keeps them undefeated on the season. They're now 7-0. The Pioneers, 7 runs on 10 hits and 3 errors. The Bruins, 5 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. It was a great night for Harrison McLean. He had 2 hits and a stolen base for USJ. A double and a single for Noah Britt, and he tried to keep that rally going, cranking up there late in the game. Logan Foster with a double. Nash Kilburn delivered a double tonight, but it just was not enough, as the Bruins just could not be able to bunch together enough runs when they had men on base and leaving 10 there. Our player of the game tonight would be the pitcher, the original pitcher for Gibson County, Bryce Simpson, because he held the Bruins scoreless during his 4 innings of work. And he was solid across the board, and they were not nearly as effective when the relievers came in. So, tough night for the Bruins. They just got too far behind and were trying to come from behind for most of this game and end up losing it 7-5. Well, we hope to see you all again here next week in person, but if not, we'll be having USJ, both Bruin and Lady Bruin action next week on softball and baseball, and we hope that you'll join us for that. I'll tell you again about the people who made tonight's broadcast possible. Our broadcast was directed by the incomparable Billy Bolin II. On camera tonight, Christopher Reasons, and our executive producer, of course, of Worthy Road Studios is the ever-cool Paul Schultze. I've been your announcer, Steve Beverly, and we'll see you again next week. Tonight's broadcast, a presentation of Worthy Road Studios with grants of rights that have been given by University School of Jackson. And until we're with you again next week, Steve Beverly saying so long from the great hub city of West Tennessee.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible.